When it comes to the one of the most important concepts in the Power BI dashboards creation, as a data analyst, you need to be able to work with data. Dates are important. Dates are the core concept in the analysis, because throughout the dates you are gonna actually see the difference between today and tomorrow, between yesterday and today, and you can keep track of your progress. So what we have here in the modeling part, if you click here, model view, you have the fact table in the middle, then customers and the products. This one here is showing you how your tables are connected. For example, if you click here, you're gonna see that the sales to 2017 and the other products are connected. There's a join key for the join of between two tables. So you might know this from the Python courses. You might know this from the Excel usage. You might know this from the SQL. In Python, it's called a merge. In SQL, it's join. So we're gonna call it the join. And the join is done based on the product key here. It should be univoc value in the product that is connected to the sales product key. And if you see, it's gonna be many to one, and the filtering towards to the direction to the sales. So this table is filtering this table. That's what we need. If you change it to the min to many, and you're gonna get the message here saying that be careful. Let me show you the message so you can see better what it says. It says this duration has cardinality min to many, and this should be the problem for you in the future while filtering, because keep it in mind that it's important to have the one to many, one here and many here, because it's a fact table, so the values can repeat here, but here we want to have the full control for filtering the values, right? All right, it's not that hard to understand, and let's move to the next concept, which is the date table concept. So in order to create the date table, we actually need to implement the code. In order to have the date table, we have to create the date table, a new dimension table, which is going to be connected to our sales table, which is the fact table. So in order to create that, we are gonna do the next. We're gonna go to the new table, this one. And in the new table, first of all, we need to have the new column. We're gonna call this table date table, right? And we're gonna write calendar, and the start date for this. I wanna have as a start date 2017 for now, because 2017. 1st January. Well, date should be 2017, 1st January, and the ending date is gonna be, we're gonna add other values here. First, let's say the 4 next year's date, 2024, 2025, all right, 2025. It's not 4 years, but it's 8 years. But anyways, the end of the year, it's gonna be month. It says 12 months and 31st, 31 days, and let's click enter, and we are gonna have the new table with the date here. And if you're gonna go and see here, we have the one by one days, like from the 1st January of the 2017 until the 31st December of 2025. Right, we are fine until the next year, so we don't have to worry about those stuff. And now the problem is how to connect, how to join these tables. So in order to join those tables, we need to have the key. So how the key is actually gonna work? We have here, for example, the keys related with the date, ship date, and the order date. Let's just investigate how they are made. For example, here, these keys are made in the sales. Let's go to the sales, ship date. So as you said, it's the kind of the code showing the key shows that first the year, then the month and the day, right? And the same with the order date. So that's why we need to have something identical in our date table in order to join these two tables, right? What we're gonna do now, we are gonna add the new column here. We are gonna call it date key, all right? And this date key is going to have format that we would love to have over there. So it was year, month, and date. So first of all, we won't have the date. Get the date. For example, we have already the date right here. This one. If you go like this and just click this, it's gonna repeat the same that you have here, right? But we don't want that. We want something different and a different format. So we can use the format. You have the value. We have the format is going to be, we're gonna say it's gonna be year, month, and day, right? It's gonna year 4 times year means it's gonna be the full year 2017. 2 times month means that it's the full month, and the day the same, right? And we might try now how it's gonna work. This probably gonna work. So the format is textual and it's probably gonna work, and let me try whether it works or we need something else to do, because we would love to get the value out of there. If this one is here, did we save it? Okay, date key. We got here the date key. Date key should go with the order date key or ship date key, or let's go to the order date key. So it's working. It seems like working, right? It's one too many. And now let's go with the visualization part and actually show the, let's create the revenue part. For the revenue, we would love to have, by the way, I'm so sorry for the noise behind. There was a match of the city where I am now. They say so. Everybody's very so happy, so frenetic about what's happening right now, because the local team has won the important game and so on. So that's why I am apologizing for that, and hopefully it didn't. It's not gonna create the problems for your learning. So, coming back to us, now we would love to have some visualizations here. For example, I wanna see what was the sales trend for different month, right? Uh, it's gonna be the trend here, the month, right? I wanna see the month here and the sales, and it's gonna be the sales and the sales amount, or sales, or how many was sold. Okay, it's gonna be on the y-axis, and the x-axis we're gonna have the date. Okay, what does it show us? It shows the diagram, which is showing from the 1st July of 2016 until the 21st December of the 2017, how the sales amount is changing. And it seems it's working, because as you see, once I have got the date from here and the sales amount here, it's gonna show us the order date key. Order, like it's gonna connect us with the order date key, right? All right. Now we would love to have the filter here. Okay. The basically I wanna have the for the month. I wanna be able to filter actually this for the month. Well, you actually can drill down it to the levels. For example, yearly level or month level, and so on and so forth. But it actually would be very easy if we could have the filter here. And let's add the filter. Oh my god, it's not the filter. Let's add one filter here. So this filter is gonna filter for the year actually. So this one is gonna go here, and basically it's gonna be, if I wanna see only one period of time, I'm gonna see only one period of time, and so on, right? And there's something that should be changed. For example, this one it's so nice, by the way, but I would love to see this one here rather than okay, I want to see this here on the top. And first of all, so let's just position where we want to see the different stuff. This date time is gonna always stay on the top. I want to always see this in the top, and it's gonna be here for forever as the reference of the time. Then I would love to have the other filter here, right? And this filter is gonna filter for the products, the category of the product, or the let's get it by the category of product. I get here the category of the product, and there are actually how many categories? I don't know. Sorry, there are a few categories of the product, so it's not a big deal to have all of them here. So let's do this like that. then I would love to have here for the region, actually in which region the sales, how the sales are changing for the bikes, for the clothing, for the company. So for the region, it's gonna change sales territory probably. It's gonna be the customer, well, country region. Let's go to the region here. Well, I don't want to see the not applicable here. I haven't verified yet, but sometimes it happens that it should be verified with other departments. But in our case, let's. So this is the filter part, by the way. Yeah. First, let me introduce this part here because it might be a new part here. This is the filter part here. So in this part, you can choose what you should see and what not you should not see on your report. So there are different kind of filters. So it can be the basic filter, advanced filter, and top end filter. So we are gonna do the advanced filter one, and I'm gonna see that is not applicable. Not, how was it written? Not applicable. Not applicable. All right. It's not applicable. Not applicable. So for now, we're gonna hide this not applicable one. As you see, it has changed that now we don't have any more not applicable one. And there are different countries here, so we can use actually this to slide, or we can also use the drop down menu. It really depends on what you want to see. And the other thing that we might have here is the actually well, we have ordered the sales. Let me think what else we could have here. Of course, some score, some cards are important, and cows to show the how the sales are going actually. And let's think about that way instead of having the country region, which is actually a good sign of like we cannot. Well, it's not working as I think it might work. Well, okay, it's basically depends on the category. Okay, the category. Well, and let me say you one thing. So we need to have also the bar plots showing the composition of the sales by the different categories and by the different countries. So I would keep this one as this one here. These are two tiny nice filters that I'm gonna keep here. And usually on the right hand, you usually have the KPIs. What are the KPIs? KPIs are actually the numbers that are showing you in one shot how the things are going. In order to add the KPIs, you're gonna add the card, right? And this card is gonna represent show you how the sales are going. For example, here we might have the sum of the amount sold, sales amount, for example, and based on the timeline that you have, you're choosing, you're gonna have the sales amount here, right? Sum of sales amount. We are gonna change it later, so we're gonna make it more attractive, more uh, more aesthetic, exactly. And here we're gonna have the we had the sales amount. Now we're gonna have the other one, the sales amount and sales unit price and unit price. We have the sales amount and the unit price. So in this case, we are gonna create a new value here. So we need to use the measure. So let's separate this lecture here from the measure, and it's here we're gonna have the new one. It's gonna be measure, and then these two KPIs are interesting KPIs, and the other thing that we can keep is the let's keep with this one for now. So you're gonna learn how to make the measures here, right? And as the next thing that we are gonna see, if we have time, to how to track the difference between the order date and shipping date. But it's not the point now, but the point is now to learn how to create the new calculated column or the new measure, and what's the difference between the calculated column and the measures. Right now, let's try to create the new calculated column.